New day, still kind of chilly, but it's warm enough for me to finally get my rear shocks in. I have springs in here, if I can see them from this angle. Yeah, I have new springs right there, and then these old shocks in there. So, time to snatch those babies out and put the brand new ones in. Right here, we have the brand new shock absorber and all the bolts and the bushings that I have to use to replace it. Now, let's get this thing in the air and get this stuff fixed. Get this thing suspended in the air on this side and then do the same on the other side. Alright, one side up, time to put the other in the air. That spacer, obviously you can see, not very big, but enough to make a difference. And new springs here in the rear, and then old shocks, which I'm putting the new ones in here. I just got to clamp vice grips up here and then turn this one at the same time, and this should fall out. I'm not undoing this bolt yet. I'm just gonna undo this one and then undo that one, and then it'll just kind of fall out, and then vice versa when it comes to putting the new one in. So yeah, might be a pain getting this old one out, but I'm gonna try my best, and because it needs to be done. I've been putting it off for a little bit. I've been running new springs and not new shock absorbers, and it's driving me nuts. So let's get into it, I guess. This is the one that's going in right here. Obviously you can see this one has metal casing on it. This one, plastic. So I spent actually a pretty penny on this entire set. This springs, and this is a conversion kit. Actually, anyway. There she went. There she went. All right, I'm trying to find all the pieces, because once this is out, this whole shock absorber is falling out. Boom. Got the old one out. Now, fun part. Come on. A little bit more. Come on. It's right there. Oh my God, it's so close. Okay, cool. Now it's up. Yeah, I can't get no more. That's as tight as I can get it. So now let's decompress this. Cool. That's on. The old suspension struts and airbags have been removed, and the new suspension has been installed. The rear end conversion is officially there. Got this one on, fully bolted up and everything. And this side here, I also got bolts on and everything. Now I just got to torque all these down on my wheels, put the caps back on, throw her back on the ground. We'll see how she sits, and then we'll go for a ride and see how it rides. I personally haven't even seen the car yet. I let it down, but I've been keeping my eyes down the entire time. I haven't looked at the fitment or anything, so you guys are gonna see it at the exact same time as me. So yeah, let's flip this around and get a reveal on it. You guys are seeing it at the same time as me. The front has a smaller gap because the butt end is leveled out, and the back end is sitting real nice. It's not elevated anymore. It's not lifted. Look, it's a lot closer. I like that, but nothing's touching, nothing out of the way. In my opinion, it's sitting a lot cleaner. It has a slight lean to it, which I think all cars naturally have anyway. But all there is left to do now is just bring it down the road some and see what she looks like and sounds like. It's the next morning I'm recording this. I really didn't have a chance to film yesterday. It got dark before I could bring it on test drive. So it's my first time actually driving it right now. So I just woke up, still tired and everything. But one thing I have noticed is that when I hit a pothole or anything like that of any sort, it's not throwing the butt into my car anymore. It takes the hit way easier, and I've noticed my rear end handling is better. Just replacing the rear suspension as a whole my handling and made it handle better, which is really nice. I have opened it up already this morning. She handled really good. Shortly before I got the car in the air and started redoing the suspension, I went back to my shop where I work at and got a balance on my wheels, because for some reason my steering wheel and everything was shaking really bad. It turned out that I have a upper ball joint on the passenger front side that needs to be replaced, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that entire side. And on my rear, my axle seal is busted, so I'm losing rear diff. That's why I've been losing power. For anyone curious, yes, I have been having a lot of trouble when it comes to getting power here recently. Now the thing's quick, it's still fast and everything. I've topped off the gear oil and everything until I can get to the axle seal. But until then, I'm gonna have to just keep, filling it up. I just gotta wait on the weather to clear up some. There's no scrubbing, no grinding, nothing like that. I've been keeping it maintained and keeping the fluid levels up. That's not an issue. Other than that, this thing's floating like a dream. It feels really nice, and really glad I finally got to it. It helps a lot, especially with my son in the car. Hit a big bump and then he goes flying back there. Yeah, no, I'm good. That's not okay. Anyway, I am currently on my way to work, so I do have to hop off, but I really hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below to let me know you got this far. Comment soup 6OUP. I know that's weird, but comment 6OUP down in the comments down below to let me know you finished the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.